All right, we're opening it up. Front row, Tim May to the left.
Yeah, we're still. Yeah, we're just rolling them right now. So it's just based on, how it's going with the last period, and we roll them. And guys, I think you saw everybody get reps for the ones today, and so I think we'll take a look and see, after this practice, as we go into the last 2 weeks, which are probably our most important of spring practice, how we want to continue to divvy up the reps. But today and up to this point, we've just rolled them, and because I think you want to give everybody an opportunity to play with the ones, the twos, and threes, and just see what that looks like when it's all the same. Because sometimes if somebody's getting reps with the ones, twos, or threes, you can get a little tainted just based on what's around them. So we try to do that. We'll look at it here and can continue to move forward based on what we think is best for the competition. Yeah. So he's out here. He's getting some work in here, and so we'll keep mixing them in. Yep.
Right next door, Stephen Means.
Yeah, I think we've done a nice job in certain areas. I think that we're still trying to figure out who the best five is and where they are. So we've done a little bit of moving around, especially on the right side in particular. Josh Fryer's played a little guard. Tegra's moved in there. We've had Luke Montgomery there. So I think that's really what we got to figure out. I think Carson and Seth both have done a nice job at center so far, and even Josh Padilla's done nice. Had some nice snaps in there as well. We've tried to, again, mix those guys in against our one defensive line to see what that looks like. So I think there's been really good progress made, but we got to figure out, who those five are, and then as we head into the preseason, get that chemistry down. I'd like to think so, but we still have 2 more weeks to evaluate that.
Dan Hope in the front row.
Yeah, I think Lathan is doing right now in his progression back. He's doing individual drills, and we mixed him into some 7-on-7. We'll continue to add in things as spring goes on, but just based on the injury last year, we just want to ease him back into it. Everything looks great. Just need to be smart with him. Brandon just has a temporary injury here that we're hopefully getting him back here soon. Yeah, progress being made, and the biggest thing you try to figure out is when guys make mistakes, do they learn from the mistake and move on from it? He's done that. I saw him flash today in special teams, so that's good. That's positive. But yeah, I think the more guys are thrown into the fire, you kind of find out how they respond, and a lot of the installs kind of in now. I think we'll still continue to install some things and look at some different schemes on both sides of the ball, but the next 2 weeks are really an opportunity for guys to go compete, and he's going to be one of them because we're trying to build 3 deep at each position based on the way next year is going to be and with the playoffs and everything like that. We know we used to say a pair and a spare, now we need 3 at each position, so need to build depth at all positions, and so he'll be somebody that'll be in the mix.
Cameron Teague Robinson.
Yep. Yeah, they were in the backfield a bunch, especially like you said in the coming out period. First time doing coming out, a little, too loose on offense. We got to tighten that up. But you can see the quickness with some of those interior guys, and you see Caden and you see some of the movement that's going on in there. I think Jason Moore, I think Larry talked about that. He's flashed and shown that he can do it. And then also on the edge, you see Mitchell Melton get in the backfield as a rush. He got a couple sacks I think today. So. Same thing. We're looking for three guys at each position because all those guys are going to play, and we're going to roll this year because we know it's going to be a long season. Yes. Yeah. I think anytime you have somebody who's as talented as both of those guys are, you get excited about them, certainly, in the recruiting process. But then when you have guys who have discipline and then skill like they do, that's when you have a chance to have a great player. I think both of them have discipline in their life. I think both of them have built up a skill package. Caleb already has a year of college football under his belt at a high level. So, he's further along that way. But Jeremiah has really stepped in He got his black stripe off real quick. He's got a great approach, and I'm going to be careful what I say, but he's been certainly a pleasure to watch, and we're all very excited about his future. If he continues on the path that he's on, he's going to play a lot of football and certainly would have a chance to start as well.
Andy Anders. No? Okay. You good? Go on. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're seeing CJ play fast. He really likes blitzing. You can tell he's quick in there. He's doing a nice job timing up the blitzes, and another year under his belt of experience, being in a room with Tommy Eichenberg, Steele Chambers, watching how they did it. Now he's doing it. But I think you're seeing the speed and the athleticism and the length between Cody, Arvell, Sonny, CJ. Those guys are athletic. Gabe Powers. All these guys are guys who they can blitz, they can cover, they can check defenses. I think they're doing a good job with that. James and Jim have both done a really good job of training them that way. So excited about that group, and their versatility. They're not where they need to be yet. I'm glad we're not playing tomorrow, but you can see the potential. Yeah. I think it was Will Howard and Seth McLaughlin. Yeah. It's kind of a build-up. You kind of watch them and you watch their practice, and then you see just progress being made, and then start to get into the the heart of spring practice, and kind of earning their stripes. That's why we do it that way, and both of those guys deserve to get the black stripes taken off today. Yeah. Yeah, I think that he's an excellent route runner. I think we need him to play for us this year. Same conversation we had about these other positions. He's very quick in short areas. I think he does a nice job in the slot in particular. I think he's a mismatch for a lot of guys in there because of his quickness. He's a very good route runner for the quarterback. He's got excellent body language, understands space really well, and can operate in those short areas very, very well. So the challenge for him is to continue to get stronger and play on contact. But if he can do that, then he'll definitely contribute for us this year. Yeah, well, I think all the running backs have run hard this spring. I think that they're seeing a little bit of the different schemes that we're doing. Not that they're that much different, but just a little bit different, and they're picking that up really well. I think Trey's done a great job with his leadership. Sean's done a really good job coming. I think Dallin Hayden's had a really good spring as well. But it's great to see both James and Sam, coming in as freshmen and picking up quickly. And you can see both of them have talent. So I'm excited about all of them, and I think it's a deep room. I'd like to think it's the best room in terms of talent in the country, and we're going to continue to build on that. The other guy who's been very, very good in there that I think is going to play for us and get carries for us is DC Caffey. He's done a very good job. He's very disciplined in his approach, and he's a guy that can really bring value for us. Yeah. I think you could see it. He was a little bit more calm in the pocket. I thought he had some really good throws. He did miss some throws as well, but I think that it is slowing down for him. He does a really good job in the pocket of having poise in there. I felt like C.J. Stroud had a great feel for the pocket. He just, the timing, you can't see the pocket, you can't see the rush, but you can feel it. And I think he does, and I think his height helps him to see over the trees a little bit. I definitely noticed that about him. He's got a good way about having poise back there. And so, as we have different reads, as his eyes get right and his feet time up with that, you're starting to see some of those plays being made. So, and then the handle of the offense. But only a few weeks in here. I think we're seeing progress, but I'd really like to see him take the next step the next 2 weeks. Yeah, I want to make sure we have we've had some really good candidates, we've had some really good conversations. Just want to make sure we get the right person in place, and definitely taking conversation and feedback from a lot of people in the program to make sure we have the right guy. Because you're right, like right now there isn't like have to get it done right now because of recruiting. I feel like we should have somebody in place here by next week.
And final question, Andy Baxter.
Well, he's finally healthy, and he's actually stacking practices together. So I think that's probably the biggest thing, because I don't think he's been able to really show what he can do because he's had some injuries here and there, and he put on a lot of strength and a lot of weight early on, and then had a few issues, but now he's healthy. So at least we're seeing him out there learning and growing and making some plays. So I think we're kind of halfway through and figure out how he graded out today. But at least we're making progress because he's getting on the field and he's getting those reps under his belt.
Coach, thank you very much.
All right, guys, thanks.